team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Houston Cougars. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Houston ready to boot it deep and get this game going. He'll return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Duke's offense will go to work first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are real.
Oh, he's got some space. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Looking downfield, it's Rourke. He hurls one deep down the left side. Picked off! What a play by this defense! He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And on the first drive of the game, this defense does it again. They had two last week. They get another one early. This defense has been flying around, ball hawking the football.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Finding open areas. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. They're dealing with a second and long. He leaves it with his back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on third down. It's their first opportunity. That one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes.
Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only...
Turning it on! Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Cougars have this offense rolling. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the run. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Guys, they're really starting to find a rhythm in conference play now. They'll try to keep it going through the rest of this ACC slate.
I think it's really important because they're building confidence early in the season. There were a lot of expectations on this team to play well, and they've been doing that. Obviously, David, they've got bigger challenges ahead.
Yeah, and the conference play, obviously you want to see that continue to grow. The confidence, the familiarity with each other within, obviously, is a lot of time that's a big deal. The rivalries that come with it. So, great start, a lot of positive momentum built for this squad.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance.
And now on the pinch, the ball's loose. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move.
Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
To throw, it's Lagway. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
And you're not going to see many of those. And that's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. Houston wants to play fast. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. So they'll decline the pass interference penalty, and the results of the play will stand. Now it's 2nd and goal. A run for the quarterback. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
That's the end of the period, and Houston has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Rourke. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Blue Devils send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Never had a chance. One coverage to get down there and knock him down inside the 10. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Found a little space. He'll pick up 6 of the 14 as they have room to operate.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Quickly out to the tight end. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. Toss sweep right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. He's got him at the 45 on his way. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Quickly down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. And the Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Finds his back in the middle. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
How many 1st downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. Bought a little time, lets it go. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. There's the pressure. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Blue Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, it's Rourke. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
He'll field the punt and take it back. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Waning seconds of the 1st half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Wants to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they could.
Fires toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Durham.
And the Blue Devils will boot it away to start the 2nd half. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets a block. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Trying to set the tone with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D lineman have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
It's complete on the right side. There he goes. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Bringing the heat. Unleashes one deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Lagway. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Touchdown, Cougars. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
The spin, still on his feet. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done, though.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Trying play action. Takes the easy completion. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Back open in the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Top 15 teams colliding, fellas, in a game of massive importance. Let's catch you up to speed. Indiana is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to UCLA. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. He might want another play. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Tight end now in motion. They go to the ground.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Back to pass, it's Lagway. Grabbed over the middle, it's Ferguson. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He turns it loose to the left. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. 1 more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Gets it to the back. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. And the punishment has been extended. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Off play action. It's complete to the left. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. A strike downfield. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. The Blue Devils will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To the air, it's Rourke. Spins away from the defender. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. He'll do it himself. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And how about it? It's not just the arm. We've seen that today where he's picked them apart, put up some yardage, put on some touchdowns. Also showing you he can do it with his puppies. Taking off, running, getting the first down. Nice scramble. He's shown you a little bit of everything today.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Intercepted to stop the threat. Going the other way, and he's got room. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
They're desperate to do anything they can to try to slow down this guy who's just been spinning bean all day. A little carried away with that roughing penalty.
Here we go.
Finds his man. It's Tyler. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Duke. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Gets the back moving. They'll run the option. Now the toss. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Lagway. Might be looking to run. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll give it to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Oh, he's got some space. Past the sticks, and he may get more. And he's out of bounds just short of the goal line, but are they ever in business now?
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws. And
touchdown, Houston. And the beatdown has ensued. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. UCLA was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Bruins performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
He's got an open man. And with a hallelujah land. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but a nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our...
Turning it on! They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. At midfield, he's got room. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
At the 37. Good enough for a first down.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking to throw on first down. He'll take a shot. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0...